Anne Hathaway and Adam Shulman just gave Hollywood a masterclass in how to steal the show without even trying, stepping out for a rare, swoon-worthy date night at the God's Love We Deliver 2025 Golden Heart Awards in New York City on October 20, 2025. Picture Cathedral so grand it could double as a movie set, a cause that tugs at the heartstrings, and a couple so in love they make rom-com leads look like amateurs. This wasn't just a red carpet, it was a full-on love letter to glamour, philanthropy, and keeping it real. And the 42-year-old Oscar winner and Adam, her 44-year-old jewelry designer husband, turned heads at the Cathedral Church of St. John the Divine, proving that after 13 years of marriage, they've still got that spark, and maybe a few extra watts for good measure. So grab a front row seat because this night was packed with star power, heartfelt moments, and just the right amount of sass to keep us hooked. Anne arrived looking like she just walked off a Vogue cover, rocking an all-black outfit that was equal parts chic and bold. Think tailored top, skirt over pants combo that screams, "I'm reviving Y2K fashion, and you're welcome." Her hair flowed in loose waves and those cat-eye glances, sharp enough to cut through them in Hot and Skyline. Adam, ever the doting partner, helped her out of the car with a charm that had cameras flashing like it was Oscar night. Dressed in a sleek dark suit and crisp white shirt, he let Anne take center stage on the carpet, watching with a grin that said, "Yeah, I married the coolest woman alive." But this wasn't just about looking good, though they nailed that part. The event honored Anne and Broadway icon Audra McDonald, 55, for their work with God's Love We Deliver, a nonprofit that's been dishing out over 35 million medically tailored meals to New Yorkers too ill to cook or shop. It's the kind of cause that reminds you celebrities can use their powers for more than just perfect selfies. The night was a glittering parade of A-listers, with model Gigi Hadid and designer Michael Kors adding extra pizzazz. Anne and Gigi shared a hug that was so warm it could have melted the cathedral's stained glass, posing like they were plotting a fashion empire between giggles. Audra, with her 6 Tony Awards and megawatt presence, matched Anne's energy, their shared honor a nod to women who lift others up while slaying the game. Michael Kors, who's basically the fairy godfather of The Devil Wears Prada, was there too, tying the night to Anne's iconic role as Andy Sachs. Speaking of, Anne dropped a bombshell on Instagram that same day. Principal photography for The Devil Wears Prada 2 is officially wrapped. She's back as Andy alongside Meryl Streep's icy Miranda Priestley, Emily Blunt's snarky Emily Charlton, and Stanley Tucci's suave Nigel Kipling. Set to hit theaters on May 1st, 2026. The sequel has fans buzzing about Andy's midlife blow-up and whether Miranda will still demand her coffee hotter than the sun. Anne jokingly noted she's running again, but not on heels because even Andy Sachs deserves a break after sprinting through Manhattan for 2 films. Now, let's get personal, because Anne is not just a screen queen. She's a mom and wife who keeps it delightfully real. In a recent Vogue chat, she spilled the beans on life with Adam and their sons, Jonathan 9 and Jack 5. Their home sounds like a sitcom we'd binge. Uno games that get fiercer than a Hollywood bidding war, baking sessions that probably leave flour on everyone's face, and indoor basketball drills carefully choreographed to avoid grumpy neighbor complaints. It's the kind of chaos that makes you forget she's a global star. Even Bradley Cooper, her Interstellar co-star, can't stop raving about them. He shared how pandemic playdates turned into kitchen dance parties with his daughter Leah 8 and Anne's kids, calling Anne and Adam's marriage an emblem of commitment. High praise from a guy who's acted opposite Meryl Streep and Lady Gaga. He said they enrich each other, and honestly, watching Adam gaze at Anne on the carpet, we believe it. Their love story kicked off in 2008 with Anne knowing instantly that Adam was her forever. "I'm gonna marry that man," she told a friend, despite him thinking she was a little nuts, but the nice kind, obviously. They got engaged in 2011, tied the knot in 2012 in a dreamy Big Sur ceremony, and have been giving us couple goals ever since. Adam, a jewelry designer with a knack for staying out of the spotlight, is the yin to Anne's yang. He's crafted pieces for his line James Banks Design and even dabbled in producing, but his biggest role? Being Anne's biggest stan. Their rare public outings are like spotting a double rainbow, magical and worth tweeting about. Fans on social media lost it, with one gushing, "They're so perfect together, it's almost unfair." Another shared a clip of Anne getting teary during her acceptance speech, proving that she's as human as the rest of us. The night wasn't just about warm fuzzies, though. Chloe Sevigny and Zoe Doche brought extra style, turning the event into a fashion face-off where everyone won. Anne's all-black look was a nod to her Prada roots, but if Miranda Priestley were there, she'd probably quip, "Black. How expected." Good thing Anne's charm is anything but predictable. Humor aside, the Golden Heart Awards were a reminder of why Anne is a Hollywood treasure. Her advocacy for God's Love We Deliver isn't just a photo op, it's a commitment to helping people in need one meal at a time. Pair that with her wrapping a major film and still finding time for family game nights,
And you've got a woman who's juggling it all, with grace and maybe a few coffee runs. As The Devil Wears Prada 2 looms, fans are already theorizing about plot twists from Andy's career comeback to new faces shaking up Runway magazine. Will there be another cerulean monologue? Will Emily Charlton still be stealing scenes? We're counting down to 2026 to find out. This night was more than red carpet. It was a snapshot of a couple who've mastered love, work, and giving back, all while looking like they just stepped out of a fairy tale. Anne and Adam remind us that even in Hollywood's whirlwind, you can keep it real and maybe sneak in a dance party or two. So here's your call to action. Subscribe to Inside Hollywood for more scoops, star-studded moments, and the kind of stories that make you laugh, cry, and hit that follow button. Stay fabulous, folks.